Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel for this week's safety recap. Before we get started, make sure that you give me a thumbs up down below here to encourage me to make more videos of this type. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel where you'll find additional videos of this nature, toolbox safety topic videos, and leadership training videos. Well, let's go ahead and get started with the recap. I had the opportunity to visit several job sites this past week and continue to be pleased with the overall performance in the field. All prerequisite processes are being followed. The PTPs, the AHAs, having the EH&S handbook, the SDS book, along with first aid kits and required PPE. Good job. Especially good job, Marvin and Luke. Keep up the good work, and may your work ethic and leadership be emulated by others. Now, there were some safety items of note, and I will address them after a few words about what it takes to be successful. I read an article in PsychCental by Suzanne Kane entitled, "What It Takes to Be Successful," and I'd like to share it with you. With all the books, podcasts, blogs, and feature stories touting various success tips, you'd think the world is populated with people at their wits' end, all striving and climbing in a relentless pursuit to achieve what they think will make them happy. One of the reasons for the confusion, as well as the plethora of advice about what it takes to be successful, is that the solutions are unique to the individual. As with most things, what works for one person may not work at all or not as well for someone else. Not that becoming a success is always a matter of trial and error. After a while, you do arrive at a list of techniques and strategies that have proven effective in your endeavors. This gives you something to start with, a handy toolkit to use the next time you're contemplating a goal and trying to determine your game plan to achieve it. Now, let's take a look at some common success characteristics. Still, there are some common characteristics of success and what it takes to succeed that can prove helpful. At the top of the list of what it takes to be successful is a willingness to work hard. Success that's too easy is something that's not as valued, at least to some people. If you just happen upon success, you may start thinking that it's owed to you, that you don't have to do anything and it will come, or that it'll always be there. That's a form of dead-end thinking. Life isn't one success after another, certainly not success that just happens to come your way. To be successful, you must put in the hard work to earn it. And then learning from mistakes. If the route towards success was a straight line with no interruption or detours, more people would wind up being lazy, taking achievement for granted. They'd also never have the opportunity to learn from mistakes. For every success, there are multiple failures and mistakes along the way. A prime example involves some of the world's greatest inventors, like Thomas Edison. If you give up after failure, you'll never be successful. If you repeat the same mistakes again and again, you'll never get to the finish line. Make it a point to learn from what didn't go right so that you're much further ahead the next time. And then there's doing your best. What you do doesn't have to be perfect, but you do have to do your best. Perfectionism can be a trap, because if you aren't satisfied until everything is perfect, nothing will ever be. But when you put forth all your effort, giving it everything you've got, that's about as close to perfection as you're going to come. Knowing you've given it your all, however, means that you will be much closer to success. Never give up. Along with doing your best and learning from mistakes, it's also important to be doggedly determined. Persistence does pay off in the long run, particularly if the task or project is lengthy and difficult. You must be willing to endure, to keep plugging away, even when progress seems pitifully slow. You'll get there eventually, or find a different goal, or modify your current one, but only if you stay with it. And then demonstrating your loyalty. Think how much you value friends that are loyal to you. No matter what happens, they're always there for you, and vice versa. Loyalty in companies and between co-workers, as well as customer loyalty to manufacturers' products, works much the same way. If you believe in someone or something, you'll work hard to ensure the success associated with that person or entity. Your loyalty will help produce the result, which is usually considered successful. On with the recap. Let's talk about activity hazard analysis, or the AHA. The AHA is an integral part of the PTP. The AHA describes the activity or the task to be performed, the hazards associated with the task or activity, and the means or methods to mitigate the recognized hazards. It's important to include all members of the team when developing the AHA. It promotes the safety culture and buy-in. Buying into the safety process is one of the best ways to increase safe performance and productivity of the team. They have to own the hazards they recognize and mention in the AHA process. Now remember, the PTP is to be performed prior to the commencement of work activities. Let's talk about eye and face protection. Safety glasses are mandatory PPE requirement on job sites. Additionally, face protection may be required when performing activities that produce flying particles or sparks. Also, number 5 shades are required when performing burning operations. That's either on the safety glasses or the face shield, but not both. You're only given one set of eyes for life. Take care of them. And finally, let's talk about hearing protection. Hearing loss is a chronic condition. It deteriorates over time. Years may pass before hearing loss is recognized, and once it's gone, it's gone. Hearing conservation measures are the cheapest form of PPE. Use it anytime you're exposed to sounds of greater than 85 dBA. Like our eyes, we are only given 2 ears to last a lifetime. Take care of them. All right, boys and girls, that's it for this week's safety recap. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for watching. Make sure that you give me a thumbs up down below here to encourage me to make more videos of this type. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel, where you'll find additional videos of this nature, along with toolbox topic videos and leadership training videos. And until we see each other again, take care of yourself, because you're number 1. Look out for your co-workers and help ensure their safety. Have a grateful day, and remember, I will see you in the field. Not that becoming a success is always a matter of trial and error. This gives you something to start with, a handy toolkit that uses the next success that's too easy. Success that's too easy is something that success that's too easy is something that's not as valued, at least by some people, if you just... God almighty. Success that's too easy is something that's not as valued, at least by some people. Success that's too easy is something that's not as valued, at least to some people. Whew. Man, that about wore me out. It's the second day in a row. 14 hours into the day right now. And I probably got a couple hours of editing on this. But you're worth it. Thanks for watching. Have a grateful day. Just stop recording.